Hey, COVID's been a thing now for 18 months. For a year and a half, it's dominated the headlines and dominated conversations, probably your conversations. And it's not going away anytime soon. So while it was okay to not really focus on it and just hunker down and try to fight through it back in March of 2020, because we had 2 weeks to flatten the curve and then hopefully it'd be gone, that's clearly not happening. It hasn't happened and it's probably not going to happen. So we've got to deal with this. Well, how do we deal with stress in general? Because COVID and the constant barrage of fear and anxiety is creating stress. It's creating an ongoing level of stress that's not good for you and not good for your performance. So there's a handful of things that you can do. I would say the simplest and biggest is to just turn off some of that media. The media is not going to suddenly have a really positive, a really fun, really happy day. That doesn't get your attention. And remember, the media's job is to get your attention so you pay attention to advertisements. That's the business model. Advertisers pay for news. They pay for Facebook things. They pay for blog posts. They pay for platforms and newspapers and TV shows. That's who pays those bills. And so those platforms need to have sensational stories that are grab your attention, and nothing grabs your attention like fight or flight. Am I in trouble here? What's happening? That grabs your amygdala in your brain and says, we need to pay attention. And now they can sell advertising. Don't spend a lot of time on, is that or isn't that? Should it or shouldn't? Is it going to change? Like, it just is. Accept it and deal with it. And a good way I would suggest you deal with it is dial it down. If you're on 3 hours a day, go for 1. If you're on 1 hour a day, go for 10 minutes. Or shut it off completely. Or maybe you shut it off completely on the weekends or at night or something. But you don't need to have that constant barrage of fear and anxiety-based information coming into your head. So that's a big one. Short of that, though, and separate from that, you can do either or here, is take care of yourself. And your body needs basically 4 things here, besides air, of course. I'm not suggesting you reduce your air. So there's food, there's water, there's rest, and there's movement. So let's make sure you're getting enough water. Whatever you're drinking for water, drink more. Now, I'm not saying you need to get up to 8 glasses a day or whatever. I'm not even sure that's real science. It's just kind of what we've all come to believe is truth. If we say it enough, it's true. But it's a good rule of thumb. It's not bad. But so you don't have to get to 8, but drink more. More is better when it comes to water. Now, not all at once, but throughout the day. 2, your food. Make sure you're making good food choices. Salty and sugary taste great. Not always necessarily together, but separately. Salty chips, sugary foods, touchdown. But it's okay to have some of that, but don't make that the staple of your diet. You know what good food looks like. The closer to nature it is, the better. Just do better. And then rest. It's going to go hand in hand with your food and water. If you're taking care of your body's inputs, you're going to sleep better. And sleep, as we're finding with more and more studies, is critical to performance. So if you want to do well and frankly have the willpower and the ability to make good decisions about food choices, get enough rest. It's when we're tired. It's after 8 o'clock that we start doing things we shouldn't do, eating and drinking what we shouldn't and watching what we shouldn't because we're tired, we're worn out. Well, maybe we need more rest. And then lastly, move. Your body's made to move. Now, I'm not talking about 90 minutes a day, 4 times a week or some crazy cardio thing, although you can totally do that if you want. But just get up and move. You're at home probably. Stand up, sit down, stand up and sit down. Stand up half the day, sit down for half the day. Whatever you want to do. Every hour, get up and move around, walk around. Just make sure that you're moving your body because it's made to move and it needs to move. So move your body, get some rest, eat right, and drink a lot of water. Is all in the category of taking care of your body. And then take care of your mind by dialing down, maybe even turning off some of the media and its negativity. Don't worry about, is it going to get better? What if I miss something? Somebody will tell you. What if I miss a really positive news story? Not going to happen. It doesn't grab your attention. So it's just negative stuff. You get enough of that. How much more negative do you need? So this is going to go on for a while. It's been 18 months. And if you're watching this and it's way past 2021, it's 2025 and COVID's in the distant rearview mirror, that'd be awesome. But there's something else in the news right now, right? There's something you're struggling with right now. There's something the news and TV and media are talking about because there's always something. As long as that business model exists, there's going to be negative things coming at you and you need to figure out how to deal with it. So take care of your mind, take care of your body, and let's continue to get through all the anxiety that's happening around us right now.